Hey everybody, it's Mike and Denise. We're out getting our daily aerobic exercise, which you should too. And we're using this time wisely, and we're gonna read you another article, this time about whether you can prevent or actually make yourself heart attack and stroke proof. Actually, that's what we wanna hear about, right? Doesn't everyone wanna know about that?
Yeah. Is it possible to become stroke and heart attack proof by achieving a low blood cholesterol level?
Wait, let's talk about this first of all. We're not talking about eating cholesterol.
Right.
We're talking about testing your blood and checking that level, which if you've watched some of our other videos recently, we've done some readings where we've talked about how eating a diet that's high in a percentage of calories and fat will actually raise your blood cholesterol. The fat can just be from plants. Doesn't have to be from animal products.
Right, it's from eating high-fat food. You
Yeah.
don't have to eat cholesterol to raise your cholesterol levels.
And actually, in some cases, that may not even happen. So, although we never want you to eat animals, they're the only thing that has cholesterol in them, it may not raise your own blood cholesterol, but the high fat will, and animal products are all high fat. So go ahead.
Yeah. Heart and cardiovascular diseases are among the leading causes of death worldwide. However, research has shown that a plant-based diet can be beneficial for heart health. A plant-based diet is one that is primarily composed of fruits, vegetables, nuts, beans, whole grains, and meat substitutes like soy, with little to no processed foods, including oil.
Okay, well now meat substitutes are kind of processed, so I don't know how they're saying that. But
Meat substitutes like soy, that's minimally processed.
okay,
though.
okay, all right.
This essay will explore the possibility of preventing, halting, and reversing heart disease and cardiovascular disease in humans by eating an organic, low-fat, whole plant diet that is very high in fiber with no processed foods, including oil. It will also address the question of whether it is possible for an individual to become stroke and heart attack proof.
That's what we want to hear.
By getting to a total cholesterol level below 150. A plant-based diet can be good for heart health. According to a study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association, eating a plant-centered diet in young adulthood lowered the risk in middle age for heart attack, stroke, heart failure, and several other cardiovascular conditions. Another study found that eating plant-based foods that included refined grains, lean meats, and shellfish increased the risk of developing cardiovascular disease, while those...
Wait, can you read that again? It said eating plant-based food that contain...
Yeah, but, well, shellfish isn't plant-based.
Yeah, so what did that say? Can you read that again? I wasn't quite sure I got that.
Another study found that eating plant-based foods that included refined grains, lean meats, and shellfish increased the risk of developing cardiovascular
Okay, so if you add animal products to a mostly plant-based diet, then you're going to increase your risk of getting these cardiovascular disease, heart attack, stroke, whatever.
Yeah. While those who ate a more beneficial plant-centered diet with fewer foods considered adverse were 52% less likely to develop cardiovascular disease during about 30 years of follow-up. Okay, that's huge. That sounds like a giant study. All this stuff is cited, by the way, on our YouTube channel. You'll find the text in here. You can actually, whatever Denise said the title of this article is, just go back, rewind, type that in on our YouTube channel. You'll find the text for the article as well. Also, my own personal Mike Young Facebook timeline. Everything's there, including hyperlinks to all the sources that are cited in this article if you want to know where this information is coming from. Furthermore, a plant-based diet may slow the progression of atherosclerosis, a risk factor for heart failure, and may even reverse atherosclerosis.
All right.
A plant-based diet may also improve blood pressure, glycemic control, and obesity, which are additional risk factors for heart failure. Oil is bad for the circulatory system because it damages the endothelial cells. Endothelial cells are the cells that line the inside of the blood vessels, and they play a crucial role in maintaining the health of the circulatory system.
Okay, so that's why you don't want to eat that. It's highly processed food. It's actually, it's manufactured, I'd say. That's the word I'd use, okay? And when you manufacture oil, you take out all the fiber, you take out most of the nutrients, and you take out the water that's naturally in the plant. So it's a really, really bad form.
Yeah.
And apparently, obviously, it damages the endothelial cells in addition to that. So
yeah, so even if you're skinny and you say, so what, I can eat the oil, I can afford to gain some weight, you're still going to wreck your endothelium. So why would you do that? So they regulate blood flow, control the passage of substances in and out of the blood vessels, and help prevent blood clots. When endothelial cells become damaged, they can no longer perform these functions effectively, which can lead to the development of heart and cardiovascular disease. I know some people who have had blood clots, just random, unexplained blood clots.
And he asked the doctor to say, "Hey doc, what happened to me?" Well, we don't know.
Well,
we have no idea. We really have no idea. But if you ask them, "Hey, do you want to know what I eat? You want to check that out in case?" They'd probably say, "That wouldn't tell me anything, information anyway."
Let's put you on a blood thinner so you don't get any more blood clots. Oil damages endothelial cells by causing oxidative stress and inflammation. Oxidative stress occurs when there is an imbalance between the production of reactive oxygen species, or ROS, and the body's ability to detoxify them. ROS are highly reactive molecules that can damage cells and tissues. Inflammation is the body's response to injury or infection, and it is characterized by redness, swelling, and pain. Chronic inflammation can lead to the development of many chronic diseases, including heart and cardiovascular disease. Oil can cause oxidative stress and inflammation by increasing the production of ROS and pro-inflammatory cytokines. So maybe that's why my knee is hurting.
I'm not even sure about any of this stuff. Yeah.
Oil causes inflammation.
Yeah, it does. I mean, so oil is bad. Like,
Stress.
listen, it's the ultimate junk food. It's manufactured. It's processed. Everyone knows processed food is bad for you, right?
Yes.
So that's why you don't want to have it. Don't listen to anybody else that tells you any different, unless that person or you gets enough fiber every day, which 95% of people don't, and you are at or below the normal range of BMI, okay? Because outside of that, there's no reason to have oil ever.
Yeah, well, even if you've got your fiber and you're below BMI, you still don't need to wreck your endothelium.
Yeah, that's true. You still don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Okay, so this article is about, can you make yourself heart attack or stroke proof? Yes. You got to be very vigilant though, and do not take people's advice who are telling you, like, let's say you have a medical condition, you're watching this because you're concerned about, you had an episode. If your doctor says, we have no idea why this happened, oh, it happened because your circulatory system is clogged. Well, why is it clogged? Why is it screwed up? This is what we're talking about here, all right? This is why you need this evidence. Check the sources, like we said.
It is possible for an individual to become stroke and heart attack proof by getting to a total cholesterol below 150.
Wait, is true?
Way lower.
They're saying it's true?
Yeah, they're saying it's true.
Okay.
According to the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, plant-based diets can reduce heart disease risk by 40%. Cholesterol is a waxy substance that is found in the blood. High levels of cholesterol can lead to the development of heart and cardiovascular disease. A total cholesterol level below 150 is considered optimal for heart health.
Optimal.
Optimal. Ours is way lower than that.
Well, it was last time we had a check. I hope you haven't been eating oil or high-fat foods since then.
Not a lot. A plant-based diet can help lower cholesterol levels by reducing the intake of saturated fat and trans fats, which are found in animal products, and increasing the intake of fiber, which helps remove cholesterol from the body.
So again, you must not have any of this bad stuff unless you're already getting enough fiber. And even Denise said that it still wrecks your endothelial, okay? But fiber is beneficial not only because everybody says you need to get enough of it, and nobody does, but Denise just said, we're reading this evidence saying that it's going to clean you up and clean you out, right? The fiber?
Yeah. In conclusion, research has shown that a plant-based diet can be beneficial for heart health. Eating an organic, low-fat, whole plant diet is very high in fiber with no processed foods, including oil, can prevent, halt, and even reverse heart and cardiovascular disease in humans. Oil is bad for the circulatory system.
All right, well, okay, it's fine. Let me also give my little plug for our book. It's our free resource through our nonprofit. I wrote it. It's called Live to 150. I'm 53 years young right now. I actually wrote it last year, and actually over the past 2 years, 51, 52. But it's at liveto150.org. It's totally free. It's zero waste. It's not actually a paper printed book because that would be wasteful.
Yeah. Oil is bad for the circulatory system because it damages the endothelial cells by causing oxidative stress and inflammation. It is possible for an individual to become stroke and heart attack proof by getting to a total cholesterol below 150. A plant-based diet can help lower cholesterol levels by reducing the intake of saturated and trans fats and increasing the intake of fiber. By adopting a plant-based diet, individuals can improve their heart health and reduce their risk of developing heart and cardiovascular disease. So a lot of the resources I've heard of, heart.org, WebMD, BHF.org, NCBI.NLM.NIH, National Institutes of Health, heart.harvard.edu, and PCRM.org. So yeah, maybe that PCRM site was reciting some of the research from Dr. Esselstyn. I don't know, but Dr. Bernard runs PCRM, so
Yeah.
you've got 2 doctors that are agreeing that you can become heart attack proof by reducing your cholesterol.
All right, so go ahead, get to work, start reducing your cholesterol level below 150. You have nothing to worry about from a circulatory system perspective. You still got to watch for that bus when you're crossing the street, okay? Yeah. But at least you won't have to die from that, because that's like one of the leading causes of death, basically, right? All that stuff is like number 1 or number 2, something like that. And it doesn't even have to happen. And by the way, does a bypass help out with this? Does it bypass
No.
make a heart attack proof?
No, we just spoke to someone who has a friend who had 11 bypasses, and finally the guy wanted to know what was causing all this and decided to do some research and change his diet.
And he did, and he didn't need any more bypasses after that.
Bypasses, amazing. I can't believe he underwent that many surgeries without saying, hey, how do I not get in this operating room?
Well, you know why? The reality is, I think that people just, they don't want to say they don't trust their doctor if their doctor isn't telling them to do that. And the doctor usually doesn't, because the doctor is good at fixing things. The doctor's like a mechanic, and a lot of these, especially the surgeon, a mechanic. The surgeon doesn't go to nutrition training, or, unless it's a hobby of theirs or something like that. But anyway, so they're very good at what they do, but they don't address the root causes in almost every case. That's very sad, but that's just the way things are right now. So let us know in the comments below if you have been affected by this, if you've had any of these procedures, if your cholesterol is high, etc., etc. And just do what you can to lower it. And low-fat diet is definitely the way to go. High fiber, low fat, to bring those numbers down.
Preferably organic.
And as we talked about also before, those diets are also the same diet that works to reverse, Alzheimer's, dementia, other things as well, that are all related to type 2 diabetes, basically, which is, it's all metabolic diseases, metabolic syndrome, etc., etc. These things are all related. They're all imbalances caused by eating too much stuff that your body can't handle, basically. You're eating too out of balance, so just eat in balance. And make sure you like this video. Give us some more comments below, ideas. We've got some ideas we're discussing already for our next videos, so we'll let you know about those. And subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next video. Bye. A lot of noise out here after the rain. Make sure you go get your exercise. It's never too late to start, right?
No.
Bye.